So Tracy, Avid Bioservices as a company, I've done my research. You've got 26 years of experience in the field of biomanufacturing, but really over the past 18 months, you've seen a huge change in your company, spinning out from Peregrine. Could you kind of remind us of the reasons why Avid span out of Peregrine?
Yeah, so thanks, Dan. Yeah, 26 years of experience, process development and manufacturing. As you mentioned, Avid has its roots back as a pharmaceutical company. We were known as Peregrine Pharmaceuticals. We had our own product pipeline that we were looking at taking products to clinical trial and hopefully to market. And around 2016, our lead molecule had entered phase 3 trials, and we weren't really sure that it was going to take us where we needed to go. And so while we were a product development organization, we also had manufacturing facilities to support the manufacturing of our pipeline. And so while we were focused on developing our own products, we were also offering our services for process development and manufacturing just as our excess capacity. So we outsource that to customers in the biopharmaceutical industry. And so in 2016, the leadership took a step back and was looking at where we were in our pipeline and how things were proceeding, and decided we had to make a decision. What was our business going to be? Where were we going to go? And so the decision was made to divest the entire portfolio of our own pipeline and focus on being Avid Bioservices, a dedicated CDMO. So we started transitioning. So January 2018, we announced, relaunched ourselves as a dedicated CDMO. And we've been working on that for the last 18 years, and it's been 18 months, 18 years, 18 months, and it's been fantastic. It's been very well received by our customers and the industry. And I think we have some really good, experience to offer our customers. So.
Is it a difficult transition from going to a company which essentially has a surplus of manufacturing space that it operates for other companies to one that solely operates for other customers?
It hasn't. I would say we've had to make changes within the organization, but it hasn't been a difficult transition. So what the management did to make the transition successful is we changed our board. So our board of directors changed. So we brought onto our board individuals that are very well versed and very experienced in the biopharmaceutical industry to help with the transition. And we also brought to our company leaders with experience in the CDMO industry. So really from the top, what we had to do was make sure we were bringing folks in that knew how to run the business as a CDMO, and then take a look and say, what other changes do we need to make? So some of the other very internal changes that we made was we adjusted our resources, our people resources. So there were folks that were very well versed and very much focused on wanting to be a part of a product development company, and they chose to move on to other opportunities that would allow them to continue to focus that way. And then we also diversified our team by bringing on board folks that had experience in process development, quality manufacturing, all of the critical leadership functional groups had experience with CDMO and working with customers. But what we've ended up with is a really nice mix of teams across our organization who are very well grounded, strong in science, but also really strong in working with customers and understand what that means and how to approach what we do from their perspective. But I think the other thing that's really important to talk about with Avid is that what differentiates us from most of the other CDMOs out there is that we do have that background as a product development organization. And so when our team works on our customers' molecules, they really understand what their journey is, where they're trying to go, and how it feels when things don't go exactly the way you want them to go, and how it feels when things go perfectly. And so we have that empathy and understanding that we apply to our customers.
That's really interesting. I mean, I was going to actually ask, amongst the CDMO, amongst your competitors, you walk around the hall here at Bio and there are a lot of biologics manufacturing companies. I was kind of going to ask what really sets you apart, but I think you've answered that with that sort of, that CMO mentality, but with the heritage of being an end user yourself.
Right. Yeah, no, thank you. And I think the other thing that's really important, another fact folks should really know about Avid is that while we've been doing this for 26 years, product development and manufacturing, we've been approved as a commercial manufacturing organization for almost 15 years. So not only do we have the background and experience, but we have that regulatory understanding, the regulatory approval. Product that we manufacture for our commercial customer is actually distributed and marketed in over 18 countries and territories globally. So we still have that small feel. We're an independent, small to mid-size CDMO. We're able to be really flexible and make quick decisions, and we really pride ourselves in working closely and collaboratively with our customers, trying to come up with creative solutions to help them. But we also have that strength in commercial, so they know that when they work with us, they can transfer a project in at any phase, and they don't ever have to leave us. They can stay with us in Orange County, San Diego.
You have two facilities down in Orange County, is that correct?
We do.
Can you just remind us of the capabilities at those two as far as biomanufacturing goes?
Yeah, absolutely. So yes, we have two facilities. We have what we call our legacy facility, and that facility we still offers stainless steel manufacturing. Our commercial products are manufactured in the stainless steel bioreactors, and we also have single use in that facility. We have our state-of-the-art facility that came online, same campus, end of 2016, and that one is fully disposable, single-use facility. And between the two facilities, we really have maintained flexibility for our customers again. So we range from 100-liter scale manufacturing up to the 3 by 2,000 liter bioreactors in our newest state-of-the-art facility.
And sorry, just as far as stainless steel goes, what's your capacity there?
So the stainless steel, we have the smaller, the 100 liter, 300 liters, up to 1,000. And the single use, we also have various scales. We can run them as like seed vessels or as the actual production run. And 1,000 liter, 2,000 liters. We have just a whole host of, So actually, we have a booth here, so if anybody wants the details, we have that. So.
Was it a challenge filling that capacity over the past 18 months as companies slowly recognised you guys as becoming a pure play CMO rather than an end user? Has it been quite a slow progress, or?
I don't know. I mean, I know you said it's been a challenge. I feel like it's been a lot of fun, actually, because it really has been an opportunity for our teams and our people to say, okay, we're going to do something different. What do we need to do to be successful? What processes do we need to put in place? How do we really do this right? So I would say that it's been a great journey, and we've really worked hard to get our name out there and really become known as that dedicated CDMO. And our name has been out there because Avid was actually formed as a subsidiary of Peregrine in 2002. So we're not really new. It's just really doing a lot of marketing, really getting out there and talking to folks in our industry. So we're pretty busy. We are.
So you're not new, but the mentality maybe is new because you are this pure play CMO now.
Yeah.
You mentioned flexibility and the sort of versatility that you offer. What sort of demands are you getting from some of your customers as to your flexible approach? What are they looking for?
Yeah, so we are seeing a range of requests from our customers. So we're seeing a lot of requests for 2,000 liter manufacture, and then a view to additional scale out to use our 3 by 2,000 liter. Also potential for expansion into, we have a 42,000 square foot shell that's still open and empty for us to design, outfit, however our customers might need. So we're getting requests for those larger scale, but we also are getting requests still for the smaller scale manufacturers. And in fact, Avid is really very interested in supporting those indications out there that are providing medicines for customers, for patients that, large indications, I guess.
Oh, large
and also the small. So we currently even have an ultra-orphan indication in our facility. So we are interested in supporting the industry, both the smaller scale and larger scale. And so we're seeing a demand for really across the board in those scales of manufacture. And another point in terms of flexibility in our facility is that we have several different single-use platforms at Avid. And so we really try to offer our customers flexibility depending on what the best fit is for their molecule. So again, we have people at Avid that have been there for over 20 years. They really know our systems, our facilities, and we work hard to find the best fit for them based on the scales and the platforms that we have at Avid.
And you alluded to it, the 42,000 square foot of space at one of your Orange County plants. Is that just being earmarked for the future, or are there any sort of more solid plans being cooked up as to what you're going to use that space for?
So we actually have a tentative design that has been put forth, a year or so ago or a couple years ago when the facility was being designed. So we have that, but we're trying to really take a closer look at the trends and really think about what do our customers need and where are we going in the industry. So we are thinking about it, but we have not finalized what that build out is going to look like, because we do want that to, you need to get the timing right. You don't want to go build this out and then wait for them to come. Yeah. So we're trying to really tie that in with our customer needs. And at Avid, we're about to complete our 10th PPQ campaign. And so for those customers that could trigger potential, need for commercial pretty quickly, we're trying to be cognizant of that and what scales and volumes of numbers of batches they might need. So we'll take all of that into consideration.
So really assessing what your customers want and how best to suit that. Yeah. Look, Tracy, I'm going to have to ask the final question. You're going through a bit of change of management at the moment. Mm-hmm. You have an interim CEO, but is there any indication that your strategy may change at all going forward, or are you really going to sort of carry on going down this path?
Oh yeah, there's no change anticipated in the business model that we've gone with 18 months ago. I think what folks can count on is that we've established ourselves very well in the CDMO industry. We're very well known. We have a very nice spread of scales and stages of molecules that we're working on. And so we plan to continue down that pathway. I think what's different going forward is that we're really looking to continue to grow. So for example, the expansion, what do we want to look like going forward? So we're really in a growth mode now and looking at what else do we have to do to support our industry as a whole.
Well, Tracy, it's been exceptionally insightful speaking to you today, and I look very much forward to continuing to cover Avid as it continues this growth path and moves across the industry. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dan.
Pleasure.
I appreciate your time.